Welcome to another episode of a Different Perspective podcast, man. Today I got my guy D in here with me, man. The owner of the podcast, the Therapy.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, you know, it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
Great minds think alike. So, you know, we wanted to bring y'all this conversation. I wanted to introduce y'all to my guy.
Yeah.
You know, he's new to the podcast space as far as with the Therapy. He's been
Yeah.
doing his thing, but you know, he reinvented himself. And I think it's awesome what he's doing as far as the conversation that's being had by black men that needs to be had. So I said, man, look, we need to link up, you know, and let's make something happen. So without further ado, man, my guy D. Welcome, D.
Appreciate it, bro.
How you feeling?
Man, I'm honored, bro. First, I'm honored. I thank God because I feel like God does everything for a reason. And I've been watching you, bro, watching you doing your thing. And I want to say from another black man to another is that I'm proud of you, bro.
Thank you.
Real talk. You know what I'm saying? We don't tell each other that more than we should.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that, and I just met you.
Yeah.
But it been real ever since.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I'm proud of what you got going on. I'm proud of the information that you're putting out there.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting back and I'm a sponge.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit back, man, and I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna soak it up.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I don't never stop soaking. You feel me? So, like I said, bro, I'm honored. I'm honored, bro. I'm happy to be here. I ain't lying. This is my first interview, you know? For real. Somebody interviewing me out of almost 2 years of doing this shit.
Yeah.
You know, and then I'm looking at you like you up here.
Yeah.
To me, you feel me?
Yeah.
Because you got motion, bro. You got motion because you keeping it real. You keeping it a book.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you come back and you tell me the words that you told me, man, I had to sit on that shit. I'm not gonna lie. I had to sit on it, man, you know, and really process that shit.
Yeah.
And that's why I didn't hit you until a couple of days later because, you know, man, I come from a fucked up place.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you do it as well. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, and to hear another brother give you your flowers like that, you know, it felt good, bro.
Man, I appreciate you, man.
Straight up, bro.
You know, one of the reasons why you own this chair in here with me is because I hold you up here.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? The class, man, the elegance, the ambiance, that feeling that you bring to the space, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like I told you, for me, I can't wait to put on my suit. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to put on my suit and come have a conversation with you, man.
Real talk.
But like I said, I'm honored, man. I really appreciate you, bro. I really appreciate you coming to chop it up with me, man.
Real talk.
You know,
real talk.
For the people that do know you, they know about the podcast. They know, you know, the podcast is growing. Just like you have emotion too.
Yeah.
But people don't know D. You get what I'm saying? It's easy to see the clean cut, you know what I'm saying? But people don't know D.
Man.
And when they see the final product, they be so pleased with the final product
All
to
the
the point where I feel like if more people knew the beginning story, it'll motivate more people. So that's what my podcast is for. You know, so people can see like, hey man, we come from the same background. It ain't no different. You know what I'm saying? We had the struggles, but we overcame, and this is how we overcome.
Yeah.
So with you, let's take it all the way back, man. What was childhood like for you?
Man, childhood, to be honest, was that my old man was a street cat.
Yeah.
You feel me? And my T. Jones, you know, she work a full-time job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But my old man, you know, he gonna do what he gotta do. You feel me? And he owned a mechanic shop for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For almost probably like about 30 years. So at the beginning, I always well look, I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit with you.
We ain't doing that.
Yeah, no. So I'm gonna give it to you real.
Yeah.
Is that my story is about I'm just like any other nigga, but I dissected the pain. You feel me? Like I really dissected, I really went deep into what time means and what pain means to me.
Yeah.
And my trials and tribulations, but I didn't just stop there. I went deeper.
Yeah.
And I went back to my dad flaws and my mom flaws.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But it took for me to go through something
Yeah.
to really understand everything.
Right.
So when I was probably like in middle school,
Yeah.
my old man, he had a big fuck up that really turned the family upside down. So we went from having a lot
Yeah.
to having nothing.
Okay, look, let's go back further than that.
Yeah.
Let's take it deeper than that.
Yeah.
Childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Who was in the home? What was growing up like? You from PA?
Mm-hmm. I'm from PA.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What was it like growing up in PA at the time that you grew up? Was mommy and daddy in the home, or was it just
No, my mommy and daddy was in the crib.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? Port Arthur is the whole PA is a hood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck where you stay at. The whole PA is a hood.
Yeah.
But back when in my childhood, you know what I'm saying, we were, we did that outside shit. We were saying like babies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real talk. We was outside. We ain't coming. We push the line and come home after the street light. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We did all of that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, old man did his thing and mom did her thing. You feel what I'm saying? And that's pretty much what it is. You know how crime is. Crime. You know how the streets is. Shit.
You the only child?
No, it's five of us. It's 5 boys, 1 girl.
Where you fit in the dynamic?
I'm the baby. Yeah, I'm the baby.
Was you spoiled?
Man. Let my brothers tell it out. I was
man.
A little bit.
You
know
man.
how that baby shit go, man.
Yeah.
He don't catch whippings and all this shit, man. That's all bullshit though, man. Real talk. I duck my shit just like everybody else. Yeah. But pretty much, man. Like I said, it was good.
Yeah.
Because if I speed things up to just a comparison, I know we still in childhood, but just a comparison. It's just like somebody out here having motion with their family.
Yeah.
And they get jammed up or they, and then the woman and the children, they suffer.
Right.
So it was basically like that, but back in the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, I'm talking about my old man had the type of motion. I'm talking about I knew what Porsches and shit was when I was in elementary.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about from the part I was considered the country.
Yeah.
So, Pops had some good motion. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it G. You know what I'm saying? He had some good motion. When I had a few brothers go in and out the penitentiary, you know what I'm saying? 2 of my brothers.
Yeah.
And 2 of them, you know what I'm saying, stayed with, little jobs and shit like that, whatever, with the whoop. And me just coming up, once that middle school shit hit and shit turned, streets I feel like when you from the hood, man, the streets you gonna have your run in the streets regardless. You can't duck that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk. And I mean, you can, but it just happened to me. That shit happened to me, So I went through that.
So middle school, that's when your pops get locked up.
No, my pops didn't get locked up.
Okay.
And see, that's what my story is a little bit more interesting.
Okay.
My pops didn't get locked up. My pops started hitting on my mom. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was it changed because he started beating on her, and then she put them laws in his life.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And boy, I can't wait to get to that part. But just that's what happened, and now shit turned upside down. You feel what I'm saying? Now, Pops got to go do a little time and all this shit because she pressing all the charges in the world. You feel what I'm saying? She heard and she tearing up shit around the house and, it's different now.
Yeah.
So, that's how that came different.
What type of toll for a young man being in the home with his family? You got this close family knit. You get what I'm saying? And then your world turns upside down, man.
Shit.
What type of effect that had on you at the
Man,
time?
first of all, you know what I'm saying? We of course, you go from wearing fresh shit to bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that changes.
Yeah.
And then, you see mama move a little bit different. You see mama that was once happy, but now she sad all the time.
Yeah.
And then you see the separation of Pops being somewhere else, and you know, ain't nobody want to talk to him. But and you was crazy about it. I went through a season of I was the only person that was talking to him, responding to his mail and everything. You know, being in middle school and stuff like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know, but you know the whole house changed, man. After that, real talk.
Did you ever get to witness? Were you like? Did you ever see your old man hit your mama? What?
Nah, but I saw her come home looking like a raccoon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real talk, and it's not a pretty sight. You
Yeah.
feel me? You know, and my mama high yellow.
Yeah.
I'm talking about almost damn near white.
Yeah.
You feel me? And she coming home wearing shades all the time. You know what I'm saying? And shit, to see that shit, that'll hurt anybody.
Yeah.
That's mama. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shit, you know. It changed a lot.
Yeah.
It changed a lot.
What type of student was you in school, man?
Student, man, I was okay. Man, I ain't never been no. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna get off into that, man. You know, I'm a man though.
Yeah.
You feel me? I will say that. You know, Pop blessed me with that, man. I'm a handy man. You know, my first job, like I say, was working on cars and shit like that because Pops had a mechanic shop and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know, but so you know, I'm good with my hands. You know what? And I had I'm passing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm passing.
Was
You
you
know,
getting in trouble or anything?
once I got to high school.
Yeah.
Well, once I got to about the 8th grade, you know, you started fucking up. You know, once
Yeah.
you know what some old people say, once you start smelling your nuts. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, once I got to about the 8th grade, I started fucking up, smoking weed and shit. Well, I had been started smoking, but skipping and doing all that old shit like that. But when the house changed,
Yeah.
I changed.
Yeah.
You know, so
When you say you changed
huh?
household, like what about you changed? You know what I'm saying?
Just the dynamics of not giving a fuck no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Of like, they got their problems, man. Fuck it. I ain't, you know. And looking at it now, I understand that a lot of kids we act out in that way is because that we go that is a place of being broken.
Yeah.
But you don't know because you're so young.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
when you see a child start acting out like that in a young age, it is because the home is not right. You know what I'm saying? And he's so used to. I was so used to seeing that particular method and mom and daddy moving together, and then the all of this shit. You know what I'm saying, man? It give you that mindset of like, man, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know, Pops ain't around. Pops can't beat my ass or nothing like that. Whatever. So mama by myself, she gonna try to do with it. You know how that shit
Yeah.
is. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's just, you know, and that was the like the switch of it all. You know what I'm saying?
So look, but when your dad was in the home,
Yeah.
what type of relationship did y'all have? Did y'all have like a tight relationship?
Nah, me and Pops was tight. Pops was tight with all of his sons. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? With all his sons, his daughter. You know, you know, he was tight with it. He was pretty much tight with everybody. You know what I'm saying? But Pops was just like he was a hood nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
know, and he could only love from that place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk. And by me understand, like I said, by me understanding a lot now, I'm able to view things just one way. You know, when you get this, when you find the answer of 2 + 2 is 4,
Right.
it's stick in your head. It can't never look at it. It can't never be 3. It can't never be 2. It can't never be 1. So when I'm looking at the perspective of how I look at Pops now, because of how I matured and where I have grew to, I can see shit correctly.
Yeah.
I can't even see the old flaws no more
Yeah.
because I done made my own.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, you know, it's different now.
You know, a lot of times, man, our kids don't realize, I was saying this earlier to one of my guys. You know, I feel like we shouldn't have kids young,
No.
right? And a lot of us in our community, we tend to have kids young. So while we're learning and we're going through it and we making all these mistakes, our kids are learning and going through it and learning all these mistakes too.
Yeah.
Now there comes a point in time where you decide to get yourself together.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And then you start being you have siblings along the way, right? And it seems like you start being a better parent to them.
Yeah, most
and it's
definitely.
not so much that you're being a better parent to them. You're just learning how to parent. You know, and most kids don't understand that your parents are human, man.
Human.
They make mistakes too, man. You know, but you won't realize and understand that until you get older and you've been through.
Man, I'm telling you. And that's like what I was telling you is that, okay, I had to really define and understand what grace is.
Yeah.
But in order to understand what grace is, I had to really face the man in the mirror.
Come on.
I had to really look at the man in the mirror and be able to dissect him. I'm talking about really. But after my flaws and after my trials and tribulations, because I went through what exposed everything to me like this, I went through a failed marriage.
Yeah.
12 years.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I started to become something like my father.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So after my failed marriage, I had to go look in the mirror and face myself. But even though I would go and I would lie and I would tell my partners and tell my families, man, you know, like, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. But I wasn't.
Yeah.
So I started, you know, doing I want to say like immature things. I started doing immature things, you know, like messing with different women and shit like that, you know, jumping and shit too early, whatever, whoop the whoop. And I jumped in two other situations, but once after the other situation happened, it failed. And when it failed, it like hurt me. And it hurt me bad. But once it hurt me, I was down and I was broke on my ass. You understand? So I started to realize, you know, when a nigga don't have no money and a nigga experience hurt when he don't have no money, it's a different type of hurt.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real talk. Because sometimes that money, you know, when you...
That's the cushion.
Yeah, it's a cushion. You know,
Yeah.
man, oh, well, you know, that shit bounce off you like it ain't nothing. But when a nigga broke, and I had $60 in my pocket when this shit happened. So I was forced to either give up on life or to either go back to the source.
Look, let me stop you. Let me
Ooh.
ask you something real quick.
Yeah.
You said something about dissecting a man in a failed marriage, right? What do you attribute that to? The failed marriage. Do you feel like it was something you did wrong?
No, this exactly what it is that we do as men that we don't understand.
Go ahead.
Okay, it's that we take the problems and the flaws of our parents
Yeah.
and we carry it on.
Come on.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when we carry that shit on and we do the flaws of our own, we do similar shit of our own, and we be like, man, fuck, my daddy used to do that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We kind of train ourselves of making ourselves believe that we can't dodge this shit. Like we that shit too.
Yeah.
Nah, but when in all actuality, nigga, you your own man.
Yeah.
So when I tell you that I had to dissect that shit, I had to go in the mirror and I had to really look at the character of the man.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But to be able to understand the character, like I told you before, I had to dig deeper. I had to go deeper, deeper, deeper. And I started looking at my old man past. And I started looking at my mama past. And like I told this story before, is that my old man, when he first came to Port Arthur, my grandmother had to sneak him and my uncle, my oldest uncle, in the trunk. But when I look at that, I started to think about the trauma. The trauma as a child. He a child.
Yeah.
These two kids. And they had to come to Port Arthur in the trunk because of society, you know, racism and all that shit was bad back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but this is what grace come in at.
Right.
And that's why I tell you that in order to be able to dissect yourself, you have to be able to give everything around you the proper grace that it deserves.
Right.
Everything in your past. So I started to dissect my old man problems, and I started to say, once I started to look at everything that he hadn't been through, I said, man, Pops did a great motherfucking job.
Yeah.
He did a good
When
job.
you actually look back at it. See, I tell people, man,
Man.
I pride myself in my mess ups.
Yeah.
I really do, man.
Yeah.
I pride myself in all the times I bumped my head, all the times I had to start over because I wouldn't be who I am now.
Man, I'm telling you.
And if you understood what it took for a person to get here,
Yes.
if you understood what obstacles I had to climb over and I had to overcome to get here, you'll be proud of me too.
Yes.
It ain't nothing for you to keep your head down. But while I was going through all of that, you know what I'm saying? It was some people I hurt along the way.
Yes.
It was some mistakes, some bad choices I made along the way.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
But that's where when you start getting yourself together,
Yeah.
you go back and you right your wrong.
Man.
And then you, just like you said, you'll be in a position because you've learned, you'll be able to give grace. A lot of people don't know how to give
They
grace,
don't even
man.
understand it.
That's why it'll be grown folks. You 30-some years old, 40-some years old. You still mad?
Still got a grudge.
You mean to tell me you ain't been through life enough so you can understand, like, hey, bro, this is what happened.
This is what happened.
You get what I'm saying?
This what happened.
Yeah, man. So I'm glad that you spoke on on giving grace,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I'm telling you, like I said, I even looked at my mama too.
Yeah.
And the shit that she hadn't been through.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And I started to be able to understand mama emotions. You see, I had daddy frustration. And I had mama emotions.
Come on.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's what I took. That's what I took. So I'm seeing mama cry, and I'm seeing mama hold it down, not leaving.
Yeah.
Even though she going through all this shit. And I'm seeing the frustration of Pops. I'm seeing the anger, that hood mentality.
Yeah.
Gladiator in the streets. My old man was a gladiator.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk. And I'm putting those two together, and that's what I'm making me. But that's how children work.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
how children work. But until a child or teenager or whatever, until you go through something, you should be able to stop and be able to look at the situation for what it is. I hope and pray that when these youngsters, go through their situation, go through their trial and tribulation, even if they go and they got to go do a bid and they come home, man, I just hope that they stop and be able to just sit and be like, hold up, man, let me look at this shit. Let me look at it. Let me look and see who I am and what I done went through and what my people done went through. Let me look at what I didn't come from. Let me look at the source of this shit.
Yeah.
And we don't do that shit, man. And I'm telling you, that's how I healed myself.
Yeah.
I went to that fucking mirror. I went and looked at that mirror, man. I talked to that mirror. I'm telling you, when Kevin Gates say that shit, man, that shit, people laugh or whatever.
Yeah.
That shit is real. I'm telling you, that shit real, man. I went and looked at myself.
Man, I speak a lot about being accountable.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. That and God. Those are the only things that changed me. Because for a long time, I was comfortable in being a bullshit nigga.
Man.
I was comfortable being a bullshit nigga because to everybody else, like, so my baby mamas, what they thought didn't matter. To be honest with you, what my kids thought didn't matter.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was only the street niggas and the street element, all that street shit. That shit meant something to me.
That's what, yeah.
So I was, I'm gonna be real with you. I was the type of daddy, I have my kids on the weekend, take the pictures, look good than a motherfucker. But when it was time for me to actually get them and help the mama with it, I wasn't that.
Yeah.
So when my baby mamas and them would talk shit and, man, you sorry, this, that, and the other, it hurt me to the point where the only thing I could do back was talk shit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, I didn't want to be accountable. Everything that was going on in my life that wasn't working, it was easy for me to blame somebody else.
Yeah.
And one day, This is on everything, man. One day, I heard a voice to myself. I was at my crib, and I heard a voice say to me, man, you a bullshit nigga. Man, I ain't lying to
Like
you, man.
for real.
But the way that I heard it, the way that I processed it was so real to the point where I started looking at myself, man. I really started
That
examining
mirror.
myself. And I come to realize that everything from the bad relationships, because, you know, you'll be in a relationship with somebody and they trying to hold you accountable. And if you don't want to be accountable at the time, she's nagging. She's a problem. She's an issue. So I was able to go back and dissect, just like you say, and analyze the parts of my life where I was the problem.
Yeah.
And that outweighed all the times when I wasn't the problem.
Yeah.
So then I started making corrections. I stopped making excuses. You get what I'm saying? Instead of me just faking like I had my stuff together, I just started getting my stuff together.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, it you know, that's real. And just to rewind a little bit when you said God.
Yeah.
See, that's that glory. You know, God, you know,
Yeah.
bruh, that's that glory.
Yeah.
Because like I told you, when I was in that bind like that, it was either give up or go to the source.
Yeah.
And God is the source.
Yeah.
So let me tell you what happened. So, my nigga, I'm 2 months behind on everything.
Yeah.
I got custody of 2 of my children.
Yeah.
I got to bring 2 of my children back to stay with their mom, even though they didn't want to go back.
Yeah.
But I had to make that decision because I couldn't be selfish.
Yeah.
I knew I was fucked up.
Yeah.
You feel me? Turn around and, man, I went to church. Now, when I went to church, because like I said, nigga, my back against the wall. $60 in my pocket. I don't know when the repo man coming.
Yeah.
I'm getting kicked out the spot, everything.
Yeah.
Nigga, I go back to the Lord. Nigga, I when I go to church, they got a revival. I hit this revival. You know, when you in there, man, and you got all these problems, it feel like God talking to you every night. And he was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then I signed up to get rebaptized.
Yeah.
I signed up to get rebaptized, man, and then the church, it was the first of the year, they go on the Daniel fast.
Yeah.
So, I need God. I'm about to do this fast for real. I'm
Yeah.
about to pray 3 times a day. I'm about to eat. You know, the fast is something like a vegan diet or whatever. Man, I'm about to do all of this, man. God, I'm rock bottom.
Yeah.
I need you, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm rock bottom, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real talk. Man, I do this Daniel fast. Right after the Daniel fast is over, the people at the church, they call my name for baptism. Okay. Calling my people, you know, whatever with the whoop. And y'all come about to get baptized, whatever. Nobody won't come. Nobody won't show up. So, you know what God told me?
What?
I want this to be about just me and you.
Come on, man.
Me and you.
Come on, man.
Not about nobody
Stop
else.
making it about everybody. Come on,
Nah,
man.
this about me and you.
Yeah.
Cause I'm trying to teach you something.
Yeah.
So, man, I sit there, man, and I get baptized, man. And after I get baptized, and homie, let me tell you something. My profession, I'm a pipe inspector in the oil and gas refinery.
Yeah.
I make good money.
Yeah.
But just perhaps, when I was going through all that bullshit, the phone wasn't ringing for no jobs.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm talking about it's dry.
Yeah.
And after I got baptized,
Ring.
God say, here go a little drink.
Yeah.
Because you're paying attention to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you put me back where I belong.
Come on.
I'm going to give you a little drink.
Yeah.
Phone ring.
Yeah.
By the time I'm on that job for like a month and a half, because I contract myself. I'm on that job for like a month and a half. Before the job over with, I get another drink. Another job. And I'm job after job. I'm on the road. I ain't been home. My mama worried about me, man. I'm on the road getting this chick.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I started reading, studying my word. I'm talking about it, and I'm talking to people. And I'm manifesting great things. I started buying a few things I want. I realized that I didn't love myself.
Yeah.
And see, that's what I realized about that last relationship. See, when I hit rock bottom in that last relationship, God showed me later on in life. He said the reason why you was holding on to them people like that is because you like the love that they giving you. But that same love, let me teach you how to give it to yourself.
Come on.
You understand what I'm
Come on,
saying?
man.
And in isolation, see, I talk about accountability, but I do talk about isolation. And every man needs a season of isolation. He needed.
Bro,
Go ahead.
I'm 17.
Yeah.
I'm getting in trouble.
Hey.
Right? I'm thinking God and God is against me.
Mm-hmm.
Man, God set me down for the first 6 years in prison. It may sound crazy, man, and I don't care when I say this. Bro, that was some of the best times. It was it was hard.
Yeah.
But looking back, even the 18 months I did in lockup, my mind wouldn't be open the way it is now if I hadn't spent that time isolated.
Yeah.
You 23 and 1. You get what I'm saying? You not coming out except to shower. They may give you 30 minutes of rec if they want to.
Yeah.
So all I had time to do was just think, read.
Yeah.
Think and read. And that isolation, it was so important. It's times where now, even though I'm free, years later, I still find time to get isolated, man. Even if it ain't nothing but me going in my garage for you. It's important, man.
It's important.
It's important.
It's important. The isolation is very important, man. And I'm telling you, God put me in that isolation, homie. And he set me down there. And look how he do me, right? He giving me this drink. He didn't cut that water on now.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, homie, I'm hitting like 6, 7 jobs back to back. I got this chicken bank account, right? I'm talking about, nigga, I done came back. I'm talking about just 6 months ago, I had $60.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on 50, 60. I'm like, ooh. So look, I'm talking about, I'm buying cars, getting them delivered to the crib and all type of shit. Yeah. I'm talking about, I'm like, God, man,
He done restored you.
let me go home.
Yeah.
Let me go enjoy some of this. He say, not right now.
Yeah.
I say, what? See, because let me tell you something. The closer you get to God, the clearer
The
you
louder.
understand.
Say that. Say that, man.
The clearer
Say
you
that,
understand him, bro.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
The clearer you understand him. Real talk. And I'm talking about just like how me and you talk.
You hear.
The more that you in tune with the Lord, he'll talk to you just like this here. And I'm sitting up there and I'm saying, man, God, man, let me go enjoy myself. You ain't ready.
Yeah.
You ain't ready. I need for you to know the importance of how much that I should be valued in your life. Don't never take me off this top shelf.
Yeah.
Look what I can do.
Yeah.
I let you fall to the ground like that. And homie, let me tell you something. How I know God allowed me to fall like how I feel.
Yeah.
It's because, bro, in PA right now, is that nigga, I used to do a father and son retreat every year. I did it for like 4 years straight.
Yeah.
I started with 30 people and I ended up with 300.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about in my community, my nigga. So I was, I have always, see the therapy thing, I used to do that shit in the hood.
Yeah.
I just took it to
A podcast.
a podcast because, niggas will keep you in the grave more than the devil will.
Yeah.
You hear what I just said? That niggas will keep you in the grave more than the devil will.
Yeah.
Because all people from your past can do is see who you used to be.
Who you used to be.
I'm telling you. And they will keep you right there in that fucking grave, man. Real talk.
That's why it's important when you decide to change who you are, change the people, places, and the things that you hang around.
What?
I tell people that all the time.
Man.
If you can't do that, you're going to forever be that same person who you was, because no matter how much you change,
Yes, Lord.
the same people around you, all they know is you, the old you.
The old you.
And they gonna keep reminding you, hey man, bro, you remember when you had that candy paint? I don't even do that no more. I'm a successful entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Why you still bringing that? Man, you remember when you used to sell them 2 for $10?
Yeah.
I was 15. So you have to get around some people that don't know that past. All they know is who you are right now.
Right now.
And they can impart the stuff that you need to continue to, you know what I'm saying? Push further. But if you stay around those people, those places and those things that used to have you bound, that used to have you caught up at a certain time, you're gonna forever be that, man.
Man, most definitely. Bro, and it's crazy that you said that because, bro, I got friends right now, old friends, that's upset me.
Yeah.
Call me Hollywood.
Yeah.
Hollywood. Some shit just blow my mind, but it don't affect me.
Yeah.
But my whole table that I sit at right now, the table that I have made, it all has new faces at it.
Yeah.
New faces sit at this table. And what I love about God so much, bro, because God will wash you. You understand?
Yeah.
Just like he washed them feet.
Yeah.
He'll wash you and give you a whole new identity. And I sit and I discuss. I discuss the old me sometimes to some of the people that I done been, that sitting at my table now. You know what they say? D, you lying.
They don't believe it.
Look what I do. D, you lying. I say, bro, I done been there. I used to be there.
D, I'm gonna tell you something. D. Bro, when God get to cleaning you, sometimes you don't even realize how much he done cleaned you until other people be like, man, D, you don't even do such and such no more. And then you'll sit back and be like, man, you know something? I don't.
I'm telling you.
But see, you get to that stage with him when you say, you know something? Have your way.
Surrender. I surrender.
Because when he has control, it be so smooth, man, to the point where you don't even, it's like watching your child grow.
Yeah.
You don't even see him growing.
Yeah.
But they grow up right before your eyes. When he get to washing you and making you new, you look back and be like, man, look how far I've come.
I'm telling you.
And you can't do nothing,
man,
but give him the glory.
That's it.
Because you know it wasn't because you did it, man.
I'm telling you. $60.
Yeah.
$60 behind on everything. And let me tell you something. I didn't get the penitentiary thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, God bless me, man. I slid on through some type of way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk. But, bro, to sit back, man, and to see what God has done, man, is so amazing. Yeah. And that's why I tell people too, though. Another thing you can't do either, though. You can't look at time how you look at it. You can't look at time like, I don't have that long. Oh, I'm 37, I'm 40 years old, man. I'm almost over the hill. You can't look at time like that.
Yeah.
You have to pay attention to God. What you told me the other day? Faith.
Yeah.
You gotta just stand on faith. You feel what I'm saying? But God knew what it was gonna take for me, homie. He knew it was gonna take for me to hit rock bottom. You feel me? And for me to come straight back to him and for him to be able to show me. And I got a scripture, bro, that I always share. I tell this scripture every day if I can. It's 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 5 through 12. And basically explains that it's this cat. I don't know his name, but it's this cat in the Bible that he was a gifted man.
Yeah.
He did a lot of awesome shit for people. He did a lot of great things.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But he say that God gave him a thorn on his side.
Yeah. That was John. Paul. That was Paul.
And he asked, he say, why? He say, God, I'm doing all these great things. Why you got this thorn stuck on my side? I put this thorn
here to buffet you, man.
You will always be bonded to my love. He say, what you mean? I will always be bonded to your love. If you didn't have that thorn right there, would you get on your knees and praise me like that? So look, I'm looking back and I always had the mindset of being greater than my father was. And I'm doing all this strong shit in my community. And my marriage, Port Arthur is small, so my marriage was the ideal marriage. People looking up to my man, don't know the hell that what's really going on because, I'm not the
You
type
don't put your business
of,
out there.
I'm not that pillow talking nigga.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm going through all of this. And it was so important for God to show me that 2 Corinthians. So I can understand it. That's why I told you got to dive back into this shit. You got to go back in it and be able to dissect it. To be able to understand who you is and who you was and where you come from. So I had to go back and I dissected that shit and God showed me that. And excuse me too, man. I'll be cussing and
Nah, you good, bro.
you know what I'm saying, and using God name, but I'm a realist. You feel what I'm saying? Real talk. But so when he showed me that, and I'm looking at myself and look at all these great things that I done. Look at all this. I was good in my marriage. I was great and whatever. And I was at one place and I asked God, why I had that thorn in my side. Basically,
Yeah.
would you get on your knees and would you praise me like I do? Because if I didn't have that thorn on your side, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
So now I speed it up. Let's speed up the process. Let's come back to this $60. Let's come back to this behind on these bills. Okay, you thought you was here. And you put me here. Okay, let me show you why I got this thorn in your side. Man, bro, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, bro. When I tell you that I dissected this and to move a little bit forward, when I started to understand it all, it was like September, October. God said, you can go home. Go home and enjoy some of yourself.
Yeah.
Because I know now you humbled enough. You really know who I am. I know you won't. I know you wouldn't never take me off this shelf. I'm gonna remove that thorn. Go have you some fun. Go be a man. Go be a gentleman. But before I went back home, you know what? Out the blue, homie, I can't make this up. Start calling my phone, inboxing me, because when the Lord touch you, it shows.
Yeah. You have an aura about yourself.
Oh, so niggas see that I done went through that slum, and now I'm glowing like this, and I'm praising God like this, and nigga hit my phone. He say, "Hey man, how you got through all of that? How you beat that?" And I started telling my testimony. And that's when God gave me therapy. God gave me therapy. A lot of people don't know that.
Nothing we go through is for us.
Yeah.
We might be the one going through it at the moment, but it's always so we can help somebody else. See, that testimony, there is no testimony without the test. There is no testimony without the test.
Most definitely.
Now check this out. When you was in school, or you got kids, right? When they do good in school and they bring them grades home after they done passed the test, don't you see how excited they be to let everybody know how, hey, I passed this test, I made an 8.
Yeah.
That's how we ought to be with our testimony. That's how we ought to be with our testimony. You shouldn't be ashamed of it. Look what, like he said, how did you overcome that? Because guess what? It's men that's going through the same situation, that's going through divorces, that's going through not being able to see their kids, that's going through losing a loved one, that's going through, losing a parent, and you've been through it.
Telling you.
But you'll let these people suffer because all you have to do is just say, hey man, this is what I did to help me get through.
That's it.
It ain't no different than somebody being heavy and then they done lost all this weight and then they want to keep it to themselves. Hey man, this is what I went through. I started changing my diet. And then you'll see that it's people that come back and they say, hey man, thank you because of what you said, my life has changed. That's how you make an impact.
Man.
You don't make an impact by having a bunch of jewelry, a bunch of cars, a bunch of women. That's how you make an impact because that one person might be the next president of the United States.
Man, I'm telling you.
That next person might be the person that changed the world forever. And it all came from you. That's why our testimony is important.
It's so
man.
valuable.
Yeah.
It's so valuable. Bruh, you know what therapy means?
Yeah.
See, people think this shit just mean therapy.
Yeah.
But it does. I'm telling you, God gave me this shit. Time heals everything right after prioritizing yourself.
Come on, man.
That's what therapy mean, homie.
Say that again so they can hear it, man.
Time heals everything right after prioritizing yourself.
Yeah.
Men. I have so many women that been hitting me, ladies. Trust me. I'm gonna push a couple of y'all on the podcast. But the problem, the source of the problem,
It's men.
is men.
Come on, man.
Because we leaders.
Come on, man.
You understand what I'm saying? You know, and I want men to be able to understand how valuable time is and how you really supposed to dissect it. Because don't look at, like I said before, don't look at the age. Have faith in God.
Man, I just
use that energy of looking at the clock and use it to work on yourself.
Right.
You understand? That's what the prioritizing is for. Prioritize yourself and understand that your happiness, a man's happiness, is first in the household. That happy wife, happy life shit, I don't live by that.
Yeah.
With my woman now, she knows I don't mean no disrespect to the women. I don't want to sound humbuggish or none of that shit.
Yeah.
But structure is laid up on my back as a man. You understand? Nah, happy husband, happy life. Because if that man is happy and he doing the things that he love and he doing the things that he want to do and he done found his purpose. In order to find his purpose, he has to love himself.
Yeah.
So if his happiness is top tier, man, what you think wifey gonna get? What you think the kids gonna get? And then I need to know, as a man, I need to know if the heartbeat is not beating correctly. Yeah. So when I come in from work or I come in from my job, my business or whatever, and I walk in my house and my boy look a little sad, or wife is not talking like how she talk, or she not greeting me the way she greet me, I need to know spiritually that something is off.
It's a shift.
It's a shift. But in order for me to even be able to realize that and understand that, I gotta be happy with myself.
And you know, this ain't, when you said a happy husband, a happy life, this ain't to say that your obligations ain't to make your family happy.
No.
But it's so many men that walk out their relationships right now because they're not happy. They spend so much time making the wife happy. The wife don't spend as much time making the man happy because it's all about making her happy.
Man.
And then a bunch of men, they spend so much time making the woman happy that after they leave, it's hard for them to pick up the pieces because everything been dumped into this woman. Not understanding that if this man is happy, that don't mean that it's taken away from you. But if he like fishing, let him go fishing.
Man.
If he like watching the game, let him watch the game in peace. If he's happy, I guarantee you, because I'm that type of husband, you gonna go above and beyond. They ain't gotta ask you for nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, I ain't lying, man. I ain't never been an online shopper until I met my wife.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because bro, I might be online looking at stuff and I see something for her. Now, she ain't got to ask me for nothing because of the part that she played.
Yeah.
A lot of women don't understand that. They think that making a man happy is being fine and all this. So I'm glad that you touched on the fact that, hey, man, this man needs to be happy too. It's a bunch of miserable men that women think are happy, and they can't even voice it to their significant other, because how can you tell them? A lot of women can't accept it when you say, you know something, I ain't really happy. Why you ain't really happy? Because of you.
Yeah. Real talk.
You the problem.
You the problem. And and cooking, cleaning, and all that old shit, that's not enough.
Yeah.
And baby girl, it's not nothing that you really doing. It's that we done prioritize everything around you and these kids.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Real talk.
And you know something? That goes for women too.
Yes.
I know we talking about men, but it's a lot of women that dump they all into this man.
Yes.
And then when it's not, when this relationship don't work, they broken.
Yes.
They so broken, they done lost their identity.
Yes.
They done lost who they self-esteem, everything, because everything was poured into this relationship.
Yes. And brother, I'm telling you this is me dissecting myself.
Yeah.
When God allowed me to dissect myself, he allowed me to dissect 80-90% of men.
Yeah.
That's how I looked at it. Because I went through this shit.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, I'm hitting this road, hitting this highway, man. I'm buying baby. She want a beauty spa. My ex-wife, man, you got that. The kids, you got that. That old school car I want or whatever I want.
You can't get that.
Nah, I did that.
Yeah.
And I didn't even understand that I wasn't happy.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm coming, you know, I'm at this place now where my lady now is mandatory. I tell her, I say, hey man, go do whatever you want to do. Baby, go do whatever you want to do. It's okay with me. You want to go with the girls. You want to go eat out by yourself. You want to buy this. You want to buy that. Go do it, because you know why? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do whatever. I'm telling you right now, before we get down the road, baby girl, I'm going to sit and go eat breakfast with myself sometime. I'm going to eat lunch with myself sometime. I'm taking myself out sometimes. I want this Rolex. I'm going to get that sometimes. You feel what I'm saying? Real talk. You know, and this ain't no capping shit. I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
Man, homie, look. Man, look, God is good.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Real talk, bro. And as a man, I need to be happy. Yeah. And I want to say this too. Is that I read this, like I told you, I was reading. God put a bunch of books in my face, but he gave me this good one. It's called Balance. And it's by Sarah Jake's husband. Sarah Jake, T.D. Jake's daughter, her husband. I forgot his name. But it's called Balance. Yeah. And the biggest part that I got out of this book, he said him and Sarah is riding down the road. And he said they got this couple, they pull up on 2 Harley Davidsons. And they ride. He say Sarah looked out the window and he said, baby, that's going to be us. That's what she said. She said, baby, that's going to be us. He said, yeah, that dude look nice. Man, that look live. So he say the next day he pondered on that. So he ended up going to the Harley Davidson dealership. He go to the Harley Davidson dealership. He sitting there, man, and them people end up convincing him to buy a motorcycle. And he ain't even know how to ride. He like, damn. But Sarah was out of town on one of her little conventions or whatever. So he ended up buying a motorcycle and he ended up going to motorcycle classes. So he say he found himself. He learned how to ride, whatever. Shit. He come home. Sarah say, you done bought a motorcycle? He say, yeah, baby, I'm down there. I've been going to motorcycle class, whatever. But I thought we were supposed to do that together. He say, yeah, I know, but you was gone with there, baby. People talked me into getting it. I just got it. Yeah. She say, no, it's all good. No problem. No big deal. He say, man, after work, he found himself coming home. As soon as he come home, before he even get in the house, he jump on that motorcycle and he take off. Yeah. He gone. He leave about an hour, come back. And he say he found himself when he come back in the house, he was on 100. Yeah. He was in good mood. He was praying, talking to the kids, and in tune with. He said even his sex life was better. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So he was trying to. He put that out there so he can let you know is that how you need to have a balance with your happiness, man. Yeah. You feel me? Do the things that you love. Do the things that give you that peace and put a smile on your face in your isolation. Yeah. In your private time. It's so important, real talk, you know, and man, I'm telling you, that book, Balance, man, every man should read that. Yeah. Every man should read that, man. That's a cold book. That's a cold book, bro.
Man, look, let me ask you this. So before therapy, you had another podcast.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
It was called The Cave, Cigars and Life podcast. And it was a podcast that was based on cigars. And we sit there and we share different type of cigars or whatever we smoke. And then I would have guests that came from the bottom, entrepreneurs, and talk about how they got there and stuff like that. And I would have other topics as well, but that was the majority of the topic. So I'm doing this and doing that, but I'm still going through a fresh divorce and all this old shit like that, whatever. So I'm going through all of that, and like I said, here come God.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because I still wasn't the ideal man of who I needed to be. But to fast forward a little bit is that the cave ended up being something that wasn't me.
Yeah.
It didn't have no purpose in it. It wasn't, God just had a bigger plan, bro.
Yeah.
Point blank period.
Yeah.
God had a bigger plan. Therapy, I just started this, bro.
But you don't see the play?
What? Go, you tell me. I want to know. You break it down.
You don't see the play?
You tell me.
Like I told you,
Yeah.
behind the camera,
Mm.
therapy is going to take you places that you never thought you would go.
For real.
Right? But God had to spark something before therapy. God said, man, let me take the cave. That's like you being in the gym, working out, sparring, getting yourself together.
Getting used to the camera.
And then, okay, now you're used to the camera. You're used to talking.
Yeah.
Now let me go and put you on this platform.
Homie.
All by yourself.
So,
Something you created. Something me and you created. Now watch how I make it flourish. My podcast was the same way. You get what I'm saying? I didn't move until God told me it was time. It was so many people telling me, hey, man, you need to, bro, this has been going on for years, bro. The stuff that I'm saying now, I've been saying this for
a long
years,
time.
bro. This is how I talk,
Same
period.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Man, my daughter will tell you, man, like, this is how I have conversations with her. Like, it ain't no,
nah,
my
this ain't
mother-in-law,
fake.
my father-in-law before he passed away, this is me.
Yeah.
If I can pour into you and encourage you, man, this is me. And if you don't want to listen, I'm going to, man, you stupid.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, hey, man, bro, this is what's coming down the line for you. So I'm appreciative when God, when he gave me this, But with you, all he was doing was setting you. I tell people, man, bro, when you really have a relationship with God, a lot of time God will make you laugh. He's very humorous, man. You get what I'm saying? And he's a setup artist.
Yeah. Oh, the
He's
prettiest. The prettiest.
Boom. The way it come and how it come out of nowhere, it'll blow your mind.
Yeah, the prettiest.
Oh, so this is what you were doing the whole time. But like you said earlier, you have to have that ear.
Gotta be in tune.
You have to have that relationship with him to understand, man.
Yes, bro. And it's crazy, bro. You went back and that just gave me even more. I just been able to look at that picture.
Yeah.
Bro, when I started therapy, I'm telling you, God say, be clean, be different. I put on that black and white suit. I call my producer. I say, this is what I want to do. I picked a little spot. This is what I want to do. But then God said, get naked. And when I say naked, I'm talking about spiritually.
Come on,
not
man.
Not physically.
Yeah,
get naked. Because I didn't bring you through
too much.
And you've been humiliated to the max. See, in my divorce, I was humiliated to the max. Because I was a nigga that cared about what people thought about me. Because I hid all that bullshit that I was going through to make it look like something that it wasn't.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I cared about what people thought of me.
Yeah.
So he humiliated me. He allowed that humiliation. So now you say, get naked. He say, because your pocket's straight, your heart straight, you sit up straight, you different now. Put that suit on and you look good. Put that suit on, get under there and just let go. And when I started, bro, I started with accountability. I started with isolation. I started with mom and daddy and them went through. You feel me? I'm unloading.
Getting naked spiritually.
I'm getting naked. So all of them other text messages that I was getting from all the homies, and they asking me, not homies, from strangers too, man.
Yeah.
This shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Man, how you doing this? How you did this? Okay, I'm about to let the world know. And when I did that, 30,000 views, 20,000 views, 40,000 views. The cave wasn't even doing 1,000. Nigga, I got 0 and no disrespect to them, but I'm just saying though, you know, that I'm just speaking facts. It wasn't doing none of that. And I'm sitting up here, nigga, I'm scared, I'm nervous, I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared. I know they gonna laugh at me. Especially people back home.
Yeah.
But I sit at a different table, nigga. I ain't gonna lie, the only niggas I blessed to even see me from back where I'm from is family.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But it's just a simple fact is that it's not that I don't think I'm better than nobody.
Yeah.
It's just that I know, you know, God done told me, hey, this is why I want you here.
Yeah.
Simple as that. I don't want you here no more.
You know, I tell people all the time, man. See, when you move by faith, amazing stuff happens. Amazing stuff happens. You might have had a bit, and I'm gonna tell you something. That's another reason why it's good to not give up and reinvent yourself. Because you could have, you know, when the cave didn't work and you wasn't getting all those views, you could have stopped. You could have stopped. Like most people, man, I ain't gonna do this. But God say, no, let me reinvent you. Everybody else is talking. See, that's why, like with me, I don't mind talking to rappers, but I don't care about talking to rappers.
No.
I don't give a damn about your album. I don't give a damn about none of that.
Yeah.
I want to talk to the man. Like, what type of man
Human.
are you? Let people see if you a real nigga like you say you are. If you really got, let people see the intellect behind all these words.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And what God had to do was God just stripped you from, man, look, this was just a warm-up. I allowed you to get in front of these big name people just so you can get comfortable with being around the celebrities, because I'm going to sit you amongst people that the world considers celebrities. And I need you to know how to handle yourself. I need you to get them jitters out of you. I need you to be ready. I need you to be still, because the doors I'm about to open. So then guess what he do? Guess what he do? He say, man, before I even bring the celebrities, you put on the suit, you get in front of the camera, and let me show you what I'm going to do. Before they even come.
Man.
30,000, 20,000. And it's still growing.
It's still growing.
It's still growing.
And I'm telling
But if you would have stopped, if you didn't have faith, or if you thought of yourself too big to, man, let me reinvent myself.
Yeah.
Let me do something different.
Yeah.
See, for the longest, bro, I was a street nigga. That's all I prided myself on being that, bro. But then I had to reinvent myself, man. I'm a man, certain shit I don't do no more. Certain stuff I'm not finna allow myself to do no more. And I've been getting all the positive results from that.
Man.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. Like, man, bro, this been such an amazing journey. I ain't lying. And I know I got my seatbelt on. I'm in the passenger side. Right now, I know, man, I'm in the passenger side, man. I got my seat. Man, I trust you. That's it. That's all I do, God. Man, I trust you. Let's go. You feel what I'm saying, man? I'm obedient, man. I'm not getting beside myself no more, man. Look, let's go. Where you want me to go?
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
You know, and I also want to piggyback on the suit thing. Is that, you know why I picked the suit, homie?
Why?
It's because a lot of men they haven't even tapped into what a suit can give them personally.
Yeah.
Not for everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just that feeling.
personally,
Yeah.
of what it feels like to be dappered down like a man, bow tie, your pants not hanging off your ass.
Tailored to yeah, man.
Yeah.
See, but I'm gonna stop you, bro. I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you. See, it's a difference. It's a
Ooh.
difference. I ain't gonna lie. Having a suit is good,
Yeah.
but it's a difference from going to Suit Mart and buying you a suit,
They get tailored.
and then when you go get that joint tailored
Put
to
that
you,
tape measure on you.
and then you put that.
Ooh, this was made for me. It was made for me.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And I want men to be able to know that nigga, that therapy is a place, it's a sanctuary. Nigga, you ain't gotta hide what you done went through. You ain't gotta hide what you done been through. You understand what I'm saying? Nigga, come here, release, get off all of that bag of shit because you gonna be surprised of how many niggas that need to hear this, man. Real talk. That need to hear this testimony, man. Real talk, man. Don't be scared to share this shit, dog.
Yeah.
Man, come and release, and you gonna feel better, homie.
Yeah.
You gonna feel better. That's why God allowed me to come and He let me get naked.
Yeah.
Nigga, come here and get spiritually. Nigga, come get naked spiritually.
Yeah.
It's okay, my nigga. Ain't nobody gonna judge you.
Yeah.
For real talk, you gonna see what, man, all the men that I done had on my podcast, homie. This the glory for me.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't give a fuck about the views. I ain't care about no check, no nothing. Because God blesses me financially.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So the glory of it all is that every man that done finished my shit, he said, man, this shit made me want to be a better man.
Yeah. What I tell you?
Nigga, I beat on my chest like a...
What I tell you? What I tell you? When we talk, what I tell you?
Ooh.
I'm telling you, man. Bro, I'm telling you what God is about to do with this platform, man.
Yeah.
I'm honored that, hey, man, before you get big, you know what I'm saying? I was able to have
nigga.
you. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Man, it's so many men that just need an outlet, man.
Yeah.
It's so many men that, you know, because we keep so much in, you know, we feel like, hey, man, we the only person, you know, that's going through this, you know, that feel this way after really giving your all to a woman. Because that's something else that women don't want to talk about. It's men out here that give they all to a woman, and then she turn around and hurt him.
Ooh.
And then, you know, hey, man, like, because he's a man. Because he's a man. He's just supposed to pick up the pieces. Like, and guess what? And guess what we do? Because we know that's what's expected of us, we put on a brave face, we suck it up, and we just go on like nothing bother us.
Homie, let me shift gears.
Yeah.
So let's go on the third gear. Is that part of my testimony, right? First, I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say when you're not functioning in a place of being a man that loves himself and puts himself first and handle things correctly, you become out of order.
Yeah.
You become discombobulated.
Yeah.
And you move in a place that's just in a place of comfortability.
Yeah.
Not in the place of leadership, and in the right place. No, in comfortability where, fuck it, it's peaceful. It's no arguing. It's okay.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But that might not be the right way of structure. So, I got this saying that a man will sit there and he'll let all of these problems stir up in his stomach and turn into a gumbo, right? And it turned into a bomb. And one day, when another book by Jason Williams called Battle Cry, he teaches that from a child, a little boy, when he bump his head on something, he bump his toe on something, what does the mother and father tell him?
Don't cry.
Shut up. Suck it up. Don't cry. Hold it in. And that teaches a man to hold his emotions, to hover them. You know what I'm saying? To console them. You know what I'm saying? And when you get teenager to adult, you were taught. That's what you've been taught your whole time. Like, nigga, this ain't manly. That's considered weak when you cry. So Jason Williams says, Think about how many brothers that wouldn't be in the graveyard
Or
or the
prison.
penitentiary if they would have just cried. So, to go back to my story, I'm letting all these problems just steer right here because it's weak, manly. Man's supposed to just fix shit. Man's supposed to just provide. That's it. Shut up. Deal with it. Fix it under the cover. Don't talk about it. Until one day, homie, you know what I did? I looked in the mirror and I saw my daddy. You understand? And that's why I was able to understand my old man.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And I was able to see him because I had let them problems and let all of the shit I had been through stir up. And I became an explosion, a bomb.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't do like he
Yeah.
did, but damn near.
Yeah.
You understand? I did some fucked up shit. You feel me? And what's the next thing you do? What the woman gonna do? Because you wouldn't allow. That's why it's so important for a man to vent and get it off his chest.
Yeah.
Because if he don't and he tuck it, he allow a behavior.
Yeah.
And if you allow that behavior just to keep going, and then when you try to check the behavior down the road,
Yeah, it done got out of hand.
and to the person that's doing the shit, it becomes like, nigga,
Yeah.
you ain't been said.
You been accepting it.
You been letting me do this.
Yeah.
So that is why women act out on men after all this shit. That's why they point the finger. Oh, it could blow up and say the man did all of this. It's because that niggas allowed it.
And it's justified when they do it. Like you said, they allowed it. They allowed it. That's why accountability is so important, man.
So important.
Man, look, before it's been a great conversation, man. Before we get out of here,
Yeah.
what do you have upcoming for Therapy Podcast, man?
Man, to be honest, I'm telling you, God is driving the wheel.
Yeah.
It done got to the place now where I don't too much send invites because God is just driving the wheel.
Yeah.
And it don't have nothing to do with me being on some cocky shit.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all that God has a purpose. I am living in my purpose right now, my brother. I am happy.
Yeah.
You understand? I'm happy, man, and I'm just enjoying the ride.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Real talk,
Trust
bro.
me, I feel you.
Man, wherever this go, man, I'm proud of what. Man, if it stop tomorrow, Mike, I'm okay with it, man.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Real talk, bro. Like I told you, man, when you called me and told me the shit that you told me, man, it blow my mind. Man, I'm sitting back watching your shit. You know, I'm looking at it. And then, you got this perspective over me. And it's just like, bro, man, look, you think you're down there, boy, but, God, boy, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Don't worry about the views. Don't worry about the followers.
Yeah.
Just keep listening to me.
Yeah.
So that's what's in store for therapy.
Yeah.
Is a platform, bro, to allow men to release, bro, vent, talk about some things, talk about things they done been through, get some things off their chest, man. It's all good. That's that devil. That's that devil,
man.
Mike.
Yeah, man. It's all good. But yeah, man. So like on YouTube, if they want to catch any episodes, where do they go?
Therapy. But when you spell therapy, is capital letters, all the capital letters, but you got to put a dot between each letter because it's just so important that I want you to know that therapy means it stands for something.
Yeah.
Time heals everything right after prioritizing yourself. And then after the Y is an underslash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And bro, it should pop up for you. But I'm also on Instagram at Donovan Spradley because I wanted to brand myself too at the same time. I want therapy to be, of course, therapy is a podcast is its own thing, but therapy was built off my testimony of what God did with me. So I want you to know is that it's a man that dissected himself, that faced itself in the mirror, and come up with this, and God blessed him and talked to him and came up with this idea. And said that all men is going through the same thing that you're going through. And all men need somewhere to know that it's okay. And we could talk about this and we can get this out of our chest so we could be better men. And that's what therapy, bro. That's it.
Man, with that being said, I appreciate y'all if y'all stayed for this hour and 15-minute video. But man, y'all go support my brother, man.
For real.
It's a lot of, from me having a clothing brand to whatever I do, man. If you have a clothing brand and I have a clothing brand, I'ma still post your stuff. If I have a podcast and you have a podcast and you talking about something, I want you on my podcast because I want to shed light. And what you doing in this space, man, is very needed.
Appreciate
I ain't gassing you up when I told you what I told you, man. Watch what God do. Man. Just a matter of this year. Just a matter of this year. Watch what God do. Because one thing about it, the Bible say this. One of my favorite one of my favorite scriptures say, God will not despise a broken and contrite spirit. When you're willing to lay it out before him and before other people and be transparent and be open, God will bless you for that. You get what I'm saying? So again, man, I thank you for coming.
I appreciate it.
I really do, man.
I appreciate for the invite, bro. I appreciate it, bro. I'm not lying, man. I'm honored, bro. I'm sitting right now, man. If y'all can see the glow, I feel the same way on the inside right now, baby. Like I'm just blessed right now, man. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying this, man. Enjoying the ride.
Man, I'm honored to have you, man. With that being said, man, look, don't just watch the video and don't like, comment, or subscribe. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Keep me in the algorithm so I can keep bringing y'all more content like this.
Most definitely keep him in the algorithm. Because let me tell you something. Before we get out of here, man, the shit that this man putting down, man, I mean, bro, when you not sugarcoating nothing and you just want somebody to keep it real with you every day, man, it's a lot of this shit scripted. It's a lot of this shit watered down. It's a lot of some AI. This AI shit is crazy. Man, this man giving you that authentic truth every day, every morning, and he's dedicated to it, man. And you know what he's doing? He's just showing you a reflection in the mirror. That's it. A reflection in the mirror, man. A reflection of his old self and who you see now. And that's beautiful for a man to be able to do that, bro. Real talk, because we've been hiding ourselves for years.
Too long.
And it's no downplay to the woman. It's our fault, baby. Excuse me. It's our fault. To our ladies, to our women, to our little girls, it's our fault. It's our fault. That shit falls on us. But, motivate us, encourage us to keep doing what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Keep spreading this love. When you see two black men celebrating each other, man, encourage it. Like it. Follow it. Subscribe it. Listen to us. You feel what I'm saying? Real talk. I tell anybody, any information you hear Mike talk about or what I talk about, man, brother, listen to us. Because sometimes it might not be the right thing for you. But most importantly, what we want you to do is be able to hear good game and be able to go take it back to God. I want you to have a relationship with God more than anything, homie. Real talk. I don't care if you're Muslim, whatever. Buddhist, I don't care. Whatever you is. I want you to have a relationship with God, homie, because it's only one God. It's only one. Man, chime in to what we got going on, bro. Real talk, because it's two genuine people, man. I know I'm genuine. I know Mike genuine. I watch Mike. You feel what I'm saying? It's a real brother, man. Real talk, bro. It's hard to get up here. It's hard to get up here and tell your testimony like this here and be bold and be open like this here, bro. This shit ain't easy.
Yeah.
It ain't easy. But once you break the ice, I'm ready now. Look, I'm ready. I'm ready now. Real talk. Straight up. I'm ready, man. Real.
Y'all make sure y'all catch therapy, man. Until next time. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it, man.